During uncertain times, educating your clients is more important than ever, and educating prospects is just as important to get them interested in your services. In this week's campaign, we're going to be focusing on how low inventory, specifically during these uncertain times, may impact your home's value on the market. So, what we're going to need here is we're going to need to have the May 2020 marketing plan guide. You're going to need to have your website, your Facebook business page, and your ads manager. To get started, we're going to scroll down to the campaign for week 1. We're going to focus on getting the graphics first. So click on the graphics button. This is going to bring you to our Google Drive, and this is where you can get access to all of the announcement images, the blog featured images if you choose to change them, Facebook graphics if you choose to change the featured image on the settings, and then the Instagram post and the Instagram story. Definitely make sure you at least need the Instagram post, Instagram story, and announcement. The Facebook and featured image are optional as well. So you would click into that specific folder. You would find the variation of the icon that you want, and then you would find that and download that to your hard drive. It's important to get these onto a mobile device as well. We're going to take you over to there when we're doing the Instagram portion of this training. Once you have those graphics, you can close out of the Google Drive. The next piece that we're going to want to have open is the copy. This is a Google document that has all of the verbiage that you're going to need for the announcement, Facebook post, email blast, Instagram caption, and even give you a script for video as well. We also include a personal post that is going to be a really great lever in creating conversations with your sphere. We'll cover that towards the end. So first, all of our campaigns start with the content. So we need to create that content within our website. To do so, you're going to log in by typing manage in place of www. So it will be manage.yourdomain.com. And once logged in, we're going to go to the Create section. Once you're under the Create section, we're going to go to our content library. That's going to be under the Create Content button. And we're going to scroll down until we find the template that we're going to be using. That's going to be the low inventory template, which appears on the second to last row. When I click on that, that'll bring me into the content editor, where I can go through, obviously review the piece of content, make any edits if I see fit, and even add or embellish for any of these posts as well. Keep in mind that this marketing plan is intended to give you a 100% completed campaign. You do not need to make any edits if you choose not to. We call this ready to publish. These have been designed by professional designers and written by a professional writer. So if you don't make any edits to this, you'll simply hit publish. And the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to announce this. And one edit I will bring up is the author. Depending on your website and what's preset, you may want to change the author of the blog to match the desired author for your other campaigns as well. So you could come in here and make sure that it's written by the right person, or ghost written if you have a separate account as well. So now that I've done that, I want to go ahead and announce this across my site. An announcement is a banner that's going to be appearing either at the top of my website or a takeover. For our marketing campaigns, we always recommend using the banner view. So make sure that preview is set up, and down here that banner announcement style will be here as well. The next thing is we want to make sure we have the right headline. So what you can do is you can take the headline feature from the announcement section and copy that and then paste that in to here. What we've done is we've essentially positioned a question in place of a statement to help get the consumer to want to click and read more. Down here under the button text, we're also going to change this to be more representative of a call to action that's going to tie into that that previous headline. The button URL is pre-driven to the actual content, so you do not need to change that. But what we will change is we're going to change the image on that specific announcement. So we're going to take those downloads, those images that we just downloaded. We're going to take them, find that announcement, and then we're going to upload that. So now you have a really clean inline banner announcement at the top of your screen. And now we're going to move on to the next step, which is where we deliver this and for how long. For most of our campaigns, we recommend entire site display. This will exclude the page or blog itself, and it'll appear on every other page on your site. You can choose specific pages and then go through and actually select those. That will also be an option if you only want it to appear on specific areas of your site. But for this activity, we will choose entire site, and we'll scroll down to the bottom here where we're going to set the duration of this. We'll set this for 1 week, knowing that we'll have a weekly plan on a weekly basis, and you can also extend these if you deem it to be a longer term evergreen type of content piece. Then hit continue, and you can activate that announcement. That'll bring you to the announcement scheduled area, and you can see that it's live on your website. Let's go back to the posts, and we're going to take this live post now, and just to show you what that announcement would look like, I'll go to the home page, and this will be appearing at the top of your website on every single page except that blog. Now we're going to move on to our Facebook post. This is going to be the first step in advertising across Facebook and Instagram in this process. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy our blog, and we're going to come to our Facebook business page and start a new post. I'll simply paste in that link, and this will create the preview or the thumbnail from my blog. I'm then going to delete that URL, and we're going to put in our Facebook business page post. We have a few different varieties here for this week, and you can choose the one that best matches your specific market or your tone or your voice. I will copy this, and then I will paste that here into the text box. Once you've done that, you are ready to post. Click the Share Now button, and that will create a post on your Facebook business page. This is not an advertisement, this is simply a post. To advertise this and get this in front of hundreds or thousands of people, we're going to go to our Ads Manager. In our Ads Manager, we're going to start by creating a campaign. We will select the special ad category if you are in the United States. If you are in Canada, you do not need to select this category. Then we're going to choose housing, and our goal is going to be traffic. We want as many people to visit this blog as possible. And I like to give this a naming convention that's very specific. And I even include a date to help keep me on track. Once you've done that, hit continue. And we're going to go to the ad set level. This is where we're going to choose the audience and who we display it, where we display it, and for how long we display it. We're going to drive them to the website. We'll leave that preset. And then we're going to choose our audiences. To choose our audiences, go to the custom audience box and click into it. You're going to see all of your custom audiences, and we'll select them one by one, just like that. If you have any questions on your custom audiences, please reach out to your customer success manager to make sure that they're set up correctly. We're going to continue to scroll down. We don't need to put any geo-targeting. However, if you're in Canada, make sure that that is targeting Canada. And if you're in the United States, make sure you are targeting within the United States. Down here, we're going to choose our placements. Select the manual placements category, and we're going to keep this on Facebook and Instagram feeds only. So you can go ahead and unselect all other options, and make sure that you're left with just Instagram and newsfeed. Instagram and Facebook feed. Down here, we'll choose our budget and duration. I recommend optimizing for landing page views. We want to pay for people to actually get to the content, not just clicks. We're going to choose our lifetime budget, and we can think about this in a daily format, but choosing the lifetime budget gives Facebook the freedom to spend that money the best way possible. I'm going to spend $5 per day on this over the course of, say, 7 days. So therefore, I would choose $35, and I would set this up to go out until 1 week from now. Furthermore, if you have a larger chunky middle audience, say if it's maybe greater than 10,000, you may want to choose a larger dollar amount, maybe $8 or $10 per day. Once you've selected your budget, hit continue, and that will bring you to the ad section of this campaign. The first thing you're going to want to do is choose the post. To do so, you'll probably only have one, potentially two options for business pages, but you're going to want to make sure you find the appropriate one. You should also make sure that your Instagram business page that's associated with that is there as well. Choose Use Existing Post, and then select Post. And you should choose, it should be our recent post should be the one that appears at the top. We're going to go and choose that one and hit continue. This will give you all of the previews across desktop, mobile, and Instagram. And once you've previewed those and they look good, you can hit confirm. That will set the ad live, and now that social media component is now complete. You're ready to continue on to the next step, which is going to be our blast. To do so, we're going to jump back into the platform, and we're going to go to the blast section. To create a blast, start with the red button, create a blast. Then we're going to choose our audience. For this audience, we're going to choose the chunky middle. This is our engaged audience, people that are leads or nurture, and they've opened an email in the past 90 days. Once you've selected that audience, you hit continue. This will bring you to the email content editor, and this is where we can go back into our Google document, and we can take one of the email varieties that we have here. To do so, simply copy the subject line, paste that in to the subject line text box, and then we'll copy the body, and we will paste that into the email editor. Make sure the formatting is set correctly by removing any additional white space. And the edits that we'll make here is we're going to edit the city to Boston. And then we're going to make sure that we include the link to that blog here as well. Once you have this, you can also sign off with what other fashion you have. If you say stay safe, your first name, whatever kind of signature sign off that you have. The next piece, when making edits to any blast, is we always recommend sending a test email to yourself or somebody else within your sphere. If you're a marketer, sending it to a team lead or a sales agent. If you're a solo entrepreneur, sending it to a friend or a colleague who maybe has experience in copywriting, to make sure that fits well into your brand. You can do so by clicking this arrow, and that will send a test email. Once you've reviewed it and you feel good about the process, hit schedule to send, and this is where we're going to schedule that email blast. We never recommend sending blast instantly. We always recommend scheduling. To do so, I'll schedule this out maybe in a day or so. And I will also choose a time that's most convenient for my consumers. We recommend sending emails between the hours of 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. to reach your audience at the most convenient time. We're seeing open rates spike between the hours of 3 and 8 p.m. So that's helping you to get massive visibility. Once you've decided on that time, hit schedule, and that will bring you to a success page, and that will be in scheduled until it's ready to get sent at this time and date. If for some reason you do need to make an edit to this email blast, simply come over here to Actions, select the drop down, and hit Cancel Sending. That will put that into a draft stage, and that will remain in a draft until it is ready to be edited and sent again. Now that you've set up your email blast, you're ready to get started on the Instagram portion. To do so, you're going to need to have your mobile device handy, and we're going to need to have your business Instagram account open. Once you have that open, we're going to get started with creating a post. Click the plus sign at the bottom of the screen. That's going to bring you to your photo library, and you'll be able to take a look at any of the images that you're going to be using. For this one, we'll choose the image that's appropriate for the Instagram post and hit next. To get started, hit the plus sign at the bottom center of the screen. That will open up your photo album and take all of your photos, and you can choose the images that you need. By this point, it's important to get those images from the Google Drive onto your mobile device. We're going to select the Instagram image that is needed here, and then hit Next. You don't need to make any edits or use any filters at this point, so we'll hit Next again. At this stage, this is where we can create our caption. Think of this as your copy from the Facebook post, and Instagram is called captions. Simply type into that text box, and then you can start writing. All of the content is also included here in the Instagram section. What you'll need to do is manually type this in to that caption box.